Cooper Kupp was a dud. Deebo Samuel's squeaky wheel turned out to be a broken one, limiting his and Jawan Jennings' output. A few of our playmakers didn't make plays. But afterward, the overall response I saw was one of hope. We've got other stars on our rosters who can have big days. There's always a chance for a comeback. It's not over until we're through all the games. Week 15 is in the books, and some of us are marching on to the next round of the playoffs. But our matchups aren't getting easier. Injuries sidelined a few skill players last week. Poor performances will have us questioning other options. In either case, adding context to the top storylines should also give us some hope after a tense week of action. QBs have two jobs: be healthy and be good. The proverb, "a team is only as strong as its weakest link," can apply to football, but good units can sometimes overcome their limitations. For instance, RBs can overcome weak offensive lines through good vision and breakaway speed. But if the problem is the QB, the effect spreads to the rest of the offense. The play calling is what confuses me the most. When OC Zach Robinson came over from the Rams, we projected a pass-friendly offense that pulled all of the trendy efficiency levers to create windows for its skill players. Drake London would be their Cooper Kupp. It all looked good, in theory. Reality delivered us something slightly different. Drop back over expectation rate, -5.0% Falcons plus 4.0% Rams. Play action rate, 14.5%, 29.8%. Pre-snap motion, 60.0%, 77.9%. Cousins went from executing passing concepts from under center at the highest rate in the league while playing for Minnesota 35.5% to exclusively using shotgun in his first game with the Falcons. But even as the season unfolded, Atlanta's focus shifted to its running game. Since Week 9, Cousins has averaged the sixth fewest attempts per game on early downs, 20.2. When he does throw in obvious passing situations, Cousins has had the sixth longest distance to go to the sticks, 7.9 yards. So, independent of whether his health is informing the play calling or just an added complication, the inconsistency adds uncertainty to everyone attached to him. Benching Kirk Cousins isn't much of a bombshell. If you throw 9 picks to 1 TD over a 5-game stretch, anyone would question your status as the starter. Just ask Will Levis. But the timing has my head cocked. It's Week 16, and Atlanta can still make the playoffs. With 3 games left, this is when they turn to their rookie QB. Well, at least Penix gets to face the Giants in his debut. Since losing a couple of key defenders, the G-men are 21st in pressure rate while allowing the 10th most passing yards per game. Accordingly, more time to work in the pocket should allow Penix to highlight some of his traits from college that made him a fit for this offense. While Penix also likes to play out of shotgun formations, he used play-action concepts at one of the highest rates in the FBS during his final season. More importantly, he has the arm strength to push the ball downfield. Admittedly, it's what's made his results volatile relative to his classmates. However, he has a pass-catching core to prop him up in his first game. And at least 2 should be in our starting lineups for Week 16. Drake London's 25.0% target share should look a bit more appealing in PPR leagues since Penix can throw deep and limit negative plays, 8.3% pressure to sack ratio. Darnell Mooney, 21.0% target share over his last 6 games becomes a desperation flex play with his 13.4-yard ADOT. And Bijan Robinson, top 12 marks in rushing and target share, now has the floor and access to a ceiling to be a larger piece of championship rosters. With matchups against the Giants and Commanders over the next 2 weeks, the Atlanta skill guys become more viable options for the rest of the playoffs. The first week of the playoffs coincided with us coming off another bipocalypse. As I noted, heading into the weekend, getting some of our starters back would be like a hero returning at the low point of an action movie. Nico Collins dunked on the Dolphins for 2 scores. Lamar Jackson almost ran out of his pants while throwing for 5 scores. But both became a footnote soon after the Bills' offense took the field.